Hello, how's it going? I hope you're all having a nice weekend and enjoying the sporadic sun of the British summer. I thought I'd do a quick video today just explaining why I think that the piano is a great instrument to come to if you've never played an instrument before. So it's especially great for young children and also for adults who might not have been exposed to playing music before. So the first reason why I think it's such a great instrument to come to is because it provides a strong visual cue for musical ideas. Okay, so across all music you have 12 notes. That's all music is. It sounds a bit mad, but we only have 12 notes to play with. You could have, say we have a note that's an A, you could have an A that's higher and sounds a bit higher. Like if I play an A here, and then an A a bit higher, it's the same note, but we just say that the second A was higher than the lower A. This is called the distance of an octave. And on other instruments, you don't have a strong visual cue for the pattern of an octave. Whereas in the piano, once we get used to this pattern of where each note is, you can see that there's a pattern of 2 black notes, then 3 black notes, then 2 black notes, then 3 black notes, 2 black notes, 3 black notes, and this pattern repeats and repeats. And you can see it very clearly with your eyes, and when you're playing the instrument, you're looking down at it. As we progress further on, we don't want to be looking at the keyboard as much, but in the early days, we will be looking at the keyboard. There's no other instrument that I can think of that has such a strong visual cue for the pattern and the order of music. On guitar, each string is tuned to a different note. So therefore, if you're pressing down your 5th fret on your fat E string, that's going to be a different note to the 5th fret on your fat A string. Okay, it's called string transference, and it means it blags my head a bit. I'm not a guitarist. So this could be really helpful, and it's part of the reason why piano has such a strong carryover effect to other instruments, because the ideas that you come across when playing the piano can be applied to any instrument, whether it's your voice, whether it's clarinet, whether it's a brass instrument like trumpet or trombone. These ideas, I know lots of musicians who are primarily not pianists, but when they think about music theory ideas, they're thinking in terms of having a keyboard in front of them, because it's the simplest and the most accessible way of thinking about it. For this reason, it's great for kids. And another reason it's so good for kids, and this is something that I didn't actually realise until a few years ago, but it's quite an obvious point, but when you play a note on the piano, okay, the note is kind of ready-made there for you. Right? If I start to play this, if I play a middle C, oh gosh, this piano's going out of tune, it needs tuning. It will be tuned very soon. If I play a middle C, my note is there. I don't have to make the note. And what I mean by making the note is that if you're a brass player, you need to make sure that your embouchure, your lips is in the right position, you've got the right amount of air in your lungs, you're pressing the right valve down. Same thing for wind instruments, you've got to make sure that you've got your mouth around the instrument properly. If you're playing the violin, you've got to think about the contact of the bow against the string. You've got to think about keeping it on a straight horizontal plane. You don't have to think about any of this in piano. Yes, you do need to think about technique, you need to think about the positioning of your arm, your body, your hand, and the transference of weight, but it's very hard just to play a middle C on its own and it to sound rubbish. Okay, we don't need to worry about tuning. Okay, that's a piano tuner's job. We don't need to worry about whether our note is flat or sharp, whereas brass and woodwind players and string players do. For this reason, it can be a little easier on the ears when you're starting to learn. Okay. The violin especially, I think, is kind of famous for being unpleasant to the ear when you're just starting out. The piano, on the other hand, a little bit easier for the reasons that I've just mentioned. So those are some of the main reasons why I think the piano is a great instrument to start on. It has a great carryover to other instruments. You don't have to worry about making the note, and it's also possibly the clearest instrument for theory. Ooh, one bonus one. Should you choose, or should you be young and thinking of going to university and studying music, or even doing music GCSE, there will be a composition element to your course, and having some basic keyboard skills will help you with programs like Sibelius, and any digital audio workstations like Logic Pro Tools, Cubase. Having some basic keyboard skills will help you massively. And the keyboard has incredibly direct transference to instruments like organ, melodica, marimba, vibraphone, xylophone. Any of these keyboard instruments, you can learn the fundamentals on the piano, definitely. So there's my unbiased report of why I think the piano is a great instrument to start on. Honourable mentions, because I don't want to appear too biased. Honourable mentions go to drum kit and voice. I think they're especially great instruments to start out on, especially for children. Voice builds great confidence and pitch awareness, and playing drums gives you great rhythmic awareness as well, and it's fun, especially for the littlies. Okay, I think I've rambled enough. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for listening. If you've liked this video, please give it a like. If you want other people to know about it, please share it. And if you have any musical questions, please let me know. I want those questions. I want to answer your questions. Please ask me. Alright, take care. Bye bye.